Hi, I'm Elaine. I was told by my friends that I should start doing this because I have an opinion on everything, really. Like parenting, gay marriage, da 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 da. And apparently my friends think it's freaking hilarious when I start ranting about something. And they think that I should share their joy with all of you. So, here goes nothing. Um, I'm 14. I live in California. Um, I'm gonna be in high school. I have a very large family. Large and unusual, may I add. And I have lots of pets. I live in such a little town, like nobody knows where it is in my opinion. And I would tell you what that is, except I don't want any of you weird people stalking me. So, um, I have two brothers, two sisters, two dogs, two cats. Um, oh my gosh. Out of a world of like 7 billion, I only have a group of like 5 friends. So, um, I don't know what it is about my friends, but for some reason my friends think my family is amazingly hilarious. And I don't understand why. I mean, we fight all the time. We're not enjoyable people. Like, you say one thing and my father wants to prove you wrong with his opinion. Um, I don't know why this is relevant, but for some reason, my friends said to tell you about all my mental problems. Because I do have a few. Random blotch of sun right here. Windows. Okay, we're turning back to the couch. We're looking at this. Um, so I have one of my one of my two sisters is my twin. We're 5 minutes apart, just so you don't ask. Because if you ever ask, the worst thing to ask a pair of twins is who is older. It really is. If you see a pair of twins in like the grocery store, never ask them who's older. Never, 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 never. It will make them hate you. I mean, I don't have a filter, and I'm not saying you should have a filter because I don't, but at least have enough of one to be able to say, oh, they're a pair of twins, and yeah, at least, like, at least have that filter to be able to say, if they're twins, it would be rude for me to ask who's older. Because it would. I mean, seriously, I mean, what if you were out with your older sibling, and you guys are close in height and age? Wouldn't it drive you absolutely mad if somebody walked up to y'all and said, who's older? Exactly. It would be irritating, especially if you get it everywhere you go. You know what's also irritating to twins? Is when you ask, "Are you twins?" When it's blatantly obvious. It would be terrible. Like, it's blatantly obviously that you were twins, or else you wouldn't be asking that question. So I have the brains to be able to say, they're probably sisters, they're probably family. They look very close in age. Could they be twins? Instead of just walking up to people and asking. You know? Because that drives everybody crazy. I mean, if you have an older sister, or older sibling, if you have an older sibling, don't you hate it when people come up to y'all and be all like, "Oh yeah, are you guys siblings? Are you guys family?" Doesn't it suck? Yeah, I think it does. And if you have an older sibling with friends, don't you hate it when they have that one nickname that they call each other all the time when you're used to calling them by their real name? Okay, well, I'm going to give you a direct spot because this is actually pretty funny. Um, I went to Kate. I went to my older sister's school to pick her up. Like I went to her class and I went to go pull her out of class. Um, and our last name is Kirby. So I walk into one of the classes that is supposed to be her class, but I guess they were doing a project and they were mixing with another class. So I walk into the class she's usually in, and I ask, "Is Kaylee here?" Everybody turns to me and says, "Who?" I said, "Kaylee." They said, "Who?" And I was like, "Kaylee Kirby. She's supposed to be in this class." And like, "Oh, Kirby. Oh yeah, she's in there." I was like, "Okay." Um, so I'm about to walk into the other room that she's in. And this guy stops me. Yes, I know this guy. But after this, I don't necessarily like this guy. But so, I know his little sister, me and his sister are friends, but he's like, "Are you Kirby's sister?" Yeah. There's nothing worse than hearing that. Oh, and then I go to youth group every Wednesday, and it was kickoff, which is an event that my youth group has in order to get new students to come. It's like the perfect time to get your friends to start coming with you. So, I brought friends, you know, I went, and I guess one of the people who attend youth group regularly knows a guy who goes to school with my sister. His name is Andrew. Um, and Andrew walks up to me and is like, "Hey, Kirby's little sister." I was about ready to punch the crap out of him. Seriously, it is your first time at youth group. I've been attending this youth group for 3 years. You do not come to my youth group and tell me. And ask me. And, you don't say, hey, Kirby's little sister, to me. I have a name. I'd prefer to be called that name. Y'all don't need to be all like, Kirby's sister. No. That's a good way to get yourself slapped. Or put into a grave. Or something. Anyway, that's totally off topic. But, yeah, well, okay. What my friends thought I should address in my first YouTube video is I do come from a big family. And because of my big family, I have these issues. And my issues include anxiety. And yes, every kid gets a little bit of anxiety. But I have anxiety. I have depression. I I have what people call nervous hands, which kind of goes with anxiety, but I have a whole different medication for that. And if you don't know what nervous hands is, it's if I don't fiddle with my hands or do like hand gestures, my hands start to shake. Like uncontrollable shaking like they are now. Um, but that's and my friends want to tell you me to tell you all about all the things they like. So likes. People who have filters to a point. Um, likes music, likes movies, lots of movies. Dislikes. People who just walk up to you without a filter and ask you the stupidest questions in the whole widest world. Like, really? You can't really put together that I am twins with another person? You can't put that together. You can't put together that that's my sibling. You can't put together that's my mother. Really? I mean, don't be stupid. Use the little thing in your brain called common sense and put it together that is my mom. That is my dad. That is my sister. That is my twin. Those are my brothers. I mean, seriously? Come on. I mean, really? Do you really need to ask, are you siblings or... Oh, anyway, okay. I already went through that.